Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. In today's video guys, we'll be working here on a Ford Focus guys MK3. This is the third generation Ford Focus from year 2012 to year 2019 guys. And we'll show you how to remove and replace driver shaft CV axle. Okay, this one will be on the driver side, the CV axle guys. Stay with us, we're going to explain everything from start to finish today. Quick introduction guys. We'll have more than 200 videos guys on this Ford Focus, this generation, and more than 200 videos on every car we get at the shop. Why we do all that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you guys as much money as we can. So please subscribe to the channel and like the video guys. Hopefully you will find the information helpful. If you guys want to save even more money guys on parts and tools, check out the link in the description of the video below guys, and you can see where you can purchase parts and tools for a super good price and fast shipping as well. First thing guys, we'll need to now drain the transmission fluid. Why? Because the transmission fluid guys will leak out if you remove the CV axle shaft without draining the transmission fluid. So we'll explain how to do that. We'll have a video how to drain and fill the transmission fluid as well. Check it out, but we'll start with draining the fluid and then we'll continue with the CV axle removal. So we need a torque sturdy guys. Okay, torque sturdy, start looking bit. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and start removing screws underneath. Okay, you can see 1, 2, then we have one more in the other corner there. Okay, 2 screws, 3 screws so far guys. Now we have more that we need to remove. We're going to start from the passenger side now. 1, 2, 3 on the front, 3 in the rear, 3 in the front guys. So now, okay, let's explain now. You grab it and you pull it forward. Pull it forward and drop it down. You can see just like that. And this is guys your engine here. And we just found out that we have an oil leak from the rear crankshaft seal right there. So we'll have a video how to fix that one as well. You should have 2 more guys in the corners, 1 there and 1 on the other side. But 2 are missing. Ours are missing, and the screws what they look like, okay, just like this one. So you can see, you can get an idea what it looks like now. And that's where your oil filter is located, and bottom of the engine as well. So now guys, you have to have your car perfectly leveled. So if you have it on jack on the front, on jack stands, you will need to lift the rear end up. So that way you can drain and you can fill it the correct way. Otherwise, if your car is not leveled, you're not going to do it right. Now ours is not just for the specific purpose so I can get the camera in and show you a few more things, and we're lacking two jack stands, but I'll explain guys what needs to be done. Now we need 8mm Allen wrench guys, Allen wrench like that. And in order to drain the transmission fluid, okay, right here on the driver's side, okay, you're going to see on the driver's side, that's where your transmission fluid is located. You have 1 drain port, and you're going to get about 2 quarts of oil out of the system. Okay, that thing is tight. It's recommended to replace actually the drain and the fuel plug every time. It's up to you, but we usually recommend ours. You can check out where we buy all the tools again and parts in the description of the video below, so you can check it out. Now we're going to go ahead, remove it, and be careful the fluid not to be hot if you drove the car, not to burn yourself on something. Wear gloves, eye protection, everything guys. Let it drain. That thing's gonna drain fast. Okay, you have the washer there, or replace the washer. That's recommended every time as well. So you may not replace the plug, but replace the other washer there. So as you can see guys, it drained pretty quickly, right? That's a pretty big hole. If you want to leave it there like that for about 10 minutes, everything will come out. I just don't want to waste your time, so we're going to make it quick and see how to do that. Now we'll explain how to add fluid guys. And if you need to buy any fluid, we'll have the link in the description of the video below. I've heard that people actually replace it every 30,000 miles and it makes a big difference. So I probably would definitely recommend something like that. Fluid is out. Now we have guys, okay, let's see the container now. And you can see this is the fluid on a car with 120,000 miles. This is black, guys. Okay, really black. I don't know if it hasn't been replaced or not. We will. So we came to that engine and transmission. This is out of a Ford Focus, the same Ford Focus, guys. Okay, and I want to make a little bit of shade, so okay, you can see. Let me see. Perfect. Now the drain plug that we did was on the bottom, guys. Okay, right there on the bottom. Now this is on the driver's side. If you come right here, you have, guys, that plug right here. This is, guys, your fuel plug. This is next to the CV axle, as you can see right here. So that plug, guys, if you have the car perfectly leveled, you remove that plug, you install the bottom one, get it tight, remove the fuel plug, which is on the driver's side, towards the back of the transmission, remove it and add about 2 quarts of oil. When you add about 2 quarts of oil, it should come to the bottom of the plug. When you see the oil will start dripping out, stop, and you're ready to go. Put the plug and you will be good, guys. Now this is the back side of the engine, as you can see. Okay, we're just trying to show you like that so you can even get a better idea. So we need to go ahead, remove the wheel, guys. We have the car in the air on the front side, okay, and we have jack stands. Always, guys, use jack stands. Why? Because if you guys don't use jack stands, you just rely on the jack. What could happen if the jack fails? Okay, if just one little bit O-ring seal fails in that jack, it will release the pressure, guys, and the car will fall on you and probably kill you or injure you super bad. So always, guys, use jack stands. So we'll remove all the lug nuts now. Okay, this is the last one now. So we can remove the wheel. What I'll do, I'll go ahead and disconnect the compressor, guys. If you're on the market for a good compressor, guys, check this thing out. It's a little, but it pumps crazy much. Okay, it's like it goes to 165 or almost to 170 psi, which is amazing, guys. It's enough to feed the impact with no problem at all. Transmission fuel plug is located right there, guys. You can see next to the inner CV axle. So if you need to, when you need to refill it later, that's how you guys do it. Now we're going to need a 1 inch and 1/4 socket, guys, huge socket. So we can go ahead and remove, remove the nut for the CV axle. So let's see if we have enough air. I probably shouldn't have turned the compressor off. We use Interphone, guys. You can find the link in the description of the video below. This is one of the best penetrating sprays that we have used. It's a little expensive, but it works amazing. So if it's really rusty, let it soak for 15 minutes. So I'll go ahead and turn the compressor on because I forgot to turn it on, guys. So we'll pump and we'll continue. So we got more air, guys. Let's go ahead and remove it now with ease. Okay. I'm telling you, when it pumps to 165, things come off super easy. So we're ready here now. What we need to do, guys, next. Okay, there is one bolt underneath on the control arm where the CV axle, okay, bolts. The control arm bolts to the steering knuckle. So that bolt, okay, here it's with the Torx. Okay, I think it's Torx 50. On the other side is a nut. Okay, let me see what size. 17 millimeter nut. So I think it's Torx 50. Let me check now. On this side, no, bigger than that. This is 47, so maybe 50, 55, something extremely big here. Even a little bit bigger next step. So that way we can hold it on this side. Okay, let me try this one. Right there. Torx 55, guys. Start looking big. All the tools and parts that we use will be listed in the description of the video below. So I'm going to hold this one while we're removing the nut on the other side. So it's a bigger socket, it's not a 17 actually, it's a 18mm socket, guys, I think that we need. So 18mm socket, guys, on the other side, and Torx 50 on this one. Actually pretty good size bolt for that suspension, considering okay that it's not too heavy of a car. It's pretty good size bolt, so that's good, makes me feel safe. Okay, we're removing the nut now. On the other side, we'll need to just grab the little impact here so we can accelerate things a little bit, because we spent too much time on that nut. And go ahead, get it out. Okay, perfect. Now we need to push the bolt out this way. It might have some rust. Okay, this is the bolt, guys. If it's rusted bad, replace it. Now we need to, guys, okay, pry right here. But we're going to spray penetrating oil. Okay, let me spray some right here where the ball joint is located, because we'll need to separate the control arm now, okay, from the steering knuckle. Right here where the CV axle will be pushed out, we need to spray the that gap there as well, because it will be rusted, I guarantee you that. So we went ahead, did that. Okay, and now we'll get a pry bar and we'll see, okay, if we can go ahead and get that thing loose. We'll turn the steering wheel, okay, to the left now. Okay, it came loose actually. So I think if I just step on it with my foot and one person tries to pull it out, it may work that way. Okay, 1 second. It's holding just a little bit somewhere. Okay, let me see how much. Oh, it went back in. So it got a little bit of rust on top, so let me go ahead. We'll turn the steering wheel just a little bit to the left. Okay, and by doing that I can step, okay, that's too much, that's good. Okay, let me just grab somewhere really good. Okay, it pops back in, guys. So we just have to move it a little bit. Okay, it's let's see where it stops now, just a little bit like that. Okay, almost came out, almost out. Okay, it just stops on top. On top it has a little bit of rust on the ball joint that we cannot jump, guys. So what we'll do, okay, let me try it with the foot again. We'll spray it a couple times, okay, and I'm going to, if not, I'll stop the camera for 1 second so I can, okay, remove it. Perfect. It came out, guys. I pushed it out. This is the safety lock right there. Perfect. And you can see the control arm and the steering knuckle are separated now. So what else, guys, we need to do here? We need to get, guys, okay, a screwdriver, and right here in the middle, preferably even Phillips screwdriver will work better. We need to go ahead and push the CV axle out. This one is rusted really bad, guys. So let's spray a little bit more penetrating spray and we'll go ahead, okay, soak it for a little bit and we'll hit it again with a bigger hammer. So now, guys, if you're replacing the CV axle, you can hit it with the hammer. Otherwise, you have to be careful not to mess up the thread, because you will not be able to install the nut here. So you can get a metal punch to go in the middle and push it out, or put the nut back on and then hit it and remove the nut later. Now we have, guys, the ABS sensor. So what we'll do, actually, we will probably go ahead and remove the ABS sensor, because when that thing starts coming out, there is a possibility that we'll break the ABS speed wheel sensor, guys. So let's go ahead, remove that. I think it's Torx 30. or 25. I can see probably it's 30. Start looking big. It's more than that, it's 20 or 25. Okay, so let me see. Okay, this one is actually 25. Okay, let me focus to see it. Perfect. So with that tune now, we're going to remove the ABS sensor. Okay. So we gently pull it out. Looks like this bolt is rusted a little bit too. That ABS sensor either reads from the CV axle or from the bearing. We'll see, guys. So now we need to grab it, okay, and just pull it straight out. Okay, and like that. You can see it came out of the way like that, guys. So okay, here there is blue thread locker on the bolt. That's why it came out a little bit harder. We're going to go ahead, okay, and push it now. Okay, let's see. Okay, definitely came loose. So what we'll do, okay, we're going to pull it out of here now. Okay, now we have to go ahead and turn the steering wheel to the right. Otherwise, if I pull too much, I'm going to damage my brake line. So you have to be extremely careful how you do that, and you don't damage, guys, your brake line. So pull the steering wheel to the right. Okay, perfect. And now let's see if that will be enough, or we might need to disconnect the brake line. We'll see, guys, if that will be enough for the CV axle to come out. Okay, it is. Without putting too much stress on the brake line. If it's too much stress, guys, careful, don't damage it, because it could be fatal, guys. You can kill yourself. Remove it right here with 8mm socket, and you'll gain more slack on the brake line. Now we're going to use a special tool for removing the CV axle, and that makes things so much better, guys, so much easier, because otherwise you can break your transmission. I've seen people hammering there, trying to get pry bars, and we were those people before, until we cracked the transmission housing, guys, and we ended up buying a new transmission. So what we'll do now, okay, we'll get an axle popper too, guys. The link will be in the description of the video below. Check it out. You can see where we got it out and where we ordered it from, and it comes with two kits. One is a thin one like this one, and then you have the fat one. So we'll go underneath now, underneath the vehicle, and we'll see if we can get the axle popper too in. We'll need to get a hammer ready. So you're going to go between the CV axle and the transmission. Okay, and that's some very limited room. Okay, right there, almost got it out, got it in. Perfect, like that. Now let's get the hammer, tap on it a couple of times. Okay, and that CV axle, guys, just popped out. Okay, still a little bit holding there. Okay, remember, we drain our fluid. Okay, and driver's side, guys, CV axle came out of the way. Now, if you need to buy a replacement one, guys, we'll have the link in the description of the video below. When putting it together, it's very important to get that part really clean, because that goes in the transmission, otherwise you can damage your transmission. Thank you for watching, guys. Putting it together, as I said, is in reverse order. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos, and see you guys next time.